Hello everyone, as this is Mental Health Awareness Week, I thought I'd come and share on the theme of community, as it is the theme for Mental Health Awareness Week this year. And myself, having suffered from serious anxiety and PTSD and all sorts of kind of things that have touched my mental health, I thought, why not bring in my community to share on this topic, but also just reminding you of the importance and the power of community, having people to talk to, having people to exchange ideas and share the burden is very important. So as I am obviously doing this opening video, please feel free to share in the comments your own experiences, but also how your community has been a great support to your mental health. Thank you.
In my community, I would say my family and friends are those I trust the most to discuss my mental health with, particularly my mum and my sister. And in regards to my friends, those who have similar Christian values to me and have a faith in God, because I find it important linking the relationship between our mental health and our nature with God. And it's important to sort of discuss those things with them because they have that understanding of mental health in the context of being Christian. So overall, it would be my family and my close friends that I would trust the most to discuss my mental health with.
So to me, when I think of safe, I think community, I think peace, quiet, joy, expression, creativity. So ideally, it will be sort of co-working space where you have lots of sofas and couches and very comfortable places where people can sit, and areas where they could listen to music, think lo-fi music, something classical for whatever people want, but also a place where they would have either workshops or areas where they can actually express themselves free, but to do writing, painting, and let their creativity just heal them in a way. But then also foster community, connections, authenticity, where you can recover a sense of self and connection.
One key way, I think, to reduce mental health stigma within communities would be to encourage more open conversations and also better education, so that people can gain an understanding of what can actually cause mental health problems in the first place. I think it's really important to create safe spaces where people feel comfortable talking about how they feel and also what may have led them up until this point. So it's important that we stop treating mental health issues as some form of weakness, but rather start viewing it as an issue that anyone can deal with. And it's also really important to challenge harmful language towards mental health issues, as this can really invalidate and undermine what other people might be going through.
I think the most important thing about community when it comes to mental health is just knowing that there are people there for you, people who will listen to you, be there for you, take time to just listen to what you have to say without judgment is so important. I feel like mental health can engulf you in ways that it shouldn't, and it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to, surround yourself with people who will uplift you. I feel like the community also breaks the stigma around mental health. That sense of being alone, feeling like you're alone, feeling like there's no one there for you, shouldn't be there. But yeah, I just feel like it's so important to have people around you, to break out of the cycle that you're in. Yeah.
It takes a village to want to learn and understand basic mental health difficulties so as to help enforce boundaries and to pick up the slack for an individual who is currently experiencing mental health difficulties, so that they have the space to recover or heal while either at home, because now the communities can care for them effectively, or when they want to rejoin society, the community, like nothing ever happened. because it helps prevent the negative stigma associated with mental health difficulties, because now as a community we are all in this together, because when one person is down, we are all down. So we help lift up each other, and that is how communities grow, stay strong, thrive and survive.
First and foremost, I think it needs to start in schools, because that's where young people spend most of their time in education. So it needs to be implemented in the curriculum and make it more of a normalized thing to speak about issues and problems. And I think there needs to be maybe rooms or safe spaces in schools where, you know, young people can go to speak about how they're feeling, to speak about maybe things that they're struggling with, and also positive things to uplift them and to boost them. And I think there definitely needs to be a lot more awareness of that, because I know some schools do have support and wellbeing services. I know my school definitely did.
For emotional and mental health being, there are pregnancy support groups. These groups bring together expectant parents to share experiences, concerns and tips. They can provide a sense of community and help if you're feeling isolated or alone. Often these groups are facilitated by healthcare professionals, but sometimes they are facilitated by experienced mothers or parents.
I believe that in instances where a person may be going through a negative mental health experience, that can impact those around them in a way where, if the community isn't able to properly understand what is going on within that person, it can impact the fact that they aren't able to engage them effectively or efficiently, without understanding, without consciousness of the necessary tools or steps to engage. It can lead to people maybe operating in the best way that they know, but it's not appropriate, or it can even lead to distancing, which further negatively impacts the person going through those mental health challenges.